What is up, everybody? My name is Cameron. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And this is one of my favorite times of year because it is the fall bull redfish run here on the beach. So this is the middle of September right now, and every September we come down here and we do our annual overnight camping trip on the beach where we fish for big old bull redfish. Y'all stick with it, stay tuned. I'm gonna show you everything I'm using to catch these fish, and hopefully we'll hook into some monsters tonight. Let's see if we can catch something. So for bait today, we're gonna be using blue crabs. This is my all-time favorite bait for bull redfish. Bull redfish are not picky. You can catch them on really anything. The reason I use crabs is because, ooh, this guy's trying to get me right here. The reason I use crabs is because they help keep the bait stealers away. All you're really gonna catch on a crab is a bull redfish or a black drum, and that's what we're going after. So I'll show you how we prepare this. So the way I like to use a blue crab is to cut it in half. I don't notice that you catch any bigger fish on a full crab than a half, and a half gives you 2 baits. So boom. ASMR, that's nice and crunchy. And look at that. That is a good looking bait. I'm going to show you all the rod and the rig that we're using, and then we're going to fly these baits out. So for the rod, whenever I'm surf fishing, I obviously just use a surf rod. This is a 10-foot Pin Carnage medium heavy rod, and I have that paired with a Pin Battle 6000. This is the minimum size I like to use because these fish can pull a lot of drag, and typically we're trying to get our baits out there a little bit farther. And I have this all paired with 50-pound braid. And then for the rig, I just picked up a basic bull red leader. You can find these at pretty much any tackle shop, or you can make your own. It just has a big old circle hook on the end, as you can see. Some like 300-pound mono, I would guess. And then a snap where you can put your weight. And I'm always gonna be using a spider weight out here because I like to keep my bait in place. And it's also a little choppy today. So let's go ahead and hook this up. I'll show you how to hook the crab. And another great bait to use would be mullet. But to be honest with you guys, I didn't buy any mullet. I only bought crab today because I was thinking I could catch a bunch of mullet, and I am seeing the mullet, but it's like really hard to catch them in the net. I caught 2 that were small earlier, and the only thing I caught on those was like little catfish. So we're just gonna run that hook through the swimmer right here, the soft part. And then you can either come out one of the leg knuckles, or I actually like to come out the bottom of the shell. You just wiggle it through. Boom, just like that. And that is a half of blue crab ready to go. I'm gonna grab the drone and we're gonna fly this guy out. And you absolutely do not need a drone to come out here and do this. For years, up until last year, my whole life, we would just walk out to the sandbar and cast, and we would catch plenty. But I will say it is nice with the drone because it's very fast, and you can stay up here on land and stay dry and not have to worry about jellyfish or any of that crap. So we're gonna fly this guy out and let's see if we can hook up. All right, we're about to drone out a bait here. Show y'all how to do it if you're interested in these drones, which I highly recommend the Swell Pro drones if you like beach fishing and you like putting big baits out far for big old fish. All right, so to drone these baits out, the drone has this little place where you attach the line here. We just like to put the swivel or anything big enough to fit in that little attachment, but the swivel from the leader works. Close it, and then I lay my bait on one side and have my main line coming from the other, just like this. Then I like to do it with 2 people if possible. And what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna have my brother hold the rod, and I don't do it with the bail closed. I actually do it with the bail open and a rag, and I hold the line up near the first eye on the rod, as close to that first eye as you can get, and squeeze it tight. And that's why I found is a great way to do this. So he's gonna hold the rod downwards. I'm gonna take this drone off once we're clear of everything. Ready? Okay.
Aircraft unlocked.
Here we go. And then we're just gonna start flying it out. You can see the line coming off the reel here. And this reel holds about 330 yards of 50-pound braid, and that's what I have on there. So when you're droning out baits, you just have to experiment and see how far you want to go. It tells you on the controller. Right now we're at 105 meters. We're gonna go to about 215, and that should be out there in a pretty deep gut. It's hard on days like today when you can't really see waves, but I see a wave out there about 200. every once in a while I see one break out there. So I know on the other side of that, that's where we need to be. And that right there is 220. Drop. And we turn this to home.
Turn to home.
There we go. And that drone's gonna fly itself back. And then all I do is make sure that weight is stuck in the ground, which it is. Well, kind of. Slipping a little bit, but it'll hang in there. And then put it in the rod holder and set the drag. Just like that. And now we just wait for this thing to double over. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And as y'all can see, the drone will actually land itself, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it because it's quicker and it saves battery.
GPS mode.
There we go. Drone is landed.
Aircraft
Propellers are off. And we just successfully dropped a bait 215 yards out in under 5 minutes. You cannot beat this. All right, y'all, we are on here. Got a big old fish hooked up. Woo! Whoa! That is a big one right there, man. This thing hit hard. I dropped this bait with the drone at 215 yards. Man, that drag is not loose either. And this thing's, what time is it? It's 6:14. This thing has been in the water since 5:57. So not even 20 minutes. And it was a screaming run. I think this is a big old fish. Trying to drag up just a little bit, but it's really not that loose. This thing is just very heavy. This is a bull red. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking, ooh, big old head shakes on this thing. I'm definitely thinking it's a bull red. This was on a piece of crab. So the possibilities could be bull red or black drum. But because of that, I'm thinking it's a bull red. Man, I was over there messing with my little bait rod because I'm trying to catch whiting right now. And all of a sudden I just hear the drag going off and I look back and this rod is doubled over. This thing is probably about 60 yards out still. Oh, and he's starting to swim sideways down the beach. Should be pretty close to the sandbar right now. Oh, there he is. I just saw it. Do you want to go get it or do you want to hold the rod?
I'll hold the rod, I got my phone.
All right. Oh, look, there he is.
Oh, bring it up.
Oh, I'm trying. Oh! No, that's a big redfish. Big old redfish. Yep. Here, all right, hold this.
I'll fight him.
All right, walk back, walk back. I'm gonna go land this guy. Nice bull red right here, boy. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, that's a monster. Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo! Circle hook right in the corner of the mouth. That's what we love to see. And a big old giant bull red. You'll check out that big old bull red right there. That's what we're out here to catch. I had that bait in the water for, like I said, not even 20 minutes. And this thing smacked it. That's a big guy right there. We're gonna pop that circle hook out of the corner of his mouth and get a release and get some more bait out there. Let's go. That's a good way to start the day. Okay, I'm going to get a release here. I'm not even gonna measure this guy. It really does not matter to me how big they are. I love catching them no matter if they're 30 inches or 50. And I can tell you right now, this is a pretty big one. He's close to 40, if not there. I'm just walking this guy out with the fish grips. Taking my bull red for a walk. And I always like to take them up and over the sandbar at low tide. Even though it's deep enough they could swim over, but just to be respectful of them, I like to get them up and over here. If it's high tide, this is usually waist deep anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's get a release on this guy. I'm gonna pop the grips out of his mouth. Oh, he's ready to go. Completely kicked off. Let's go, baby. Thank you, Lord. Woo! All right, gonna grab another crab, drone another bait out, and catch another one, hopefully. Let's get after it. Oh my gosh, we're on again, y'all. This bait has been in the water for, come on, catch up to him. Boom, we got him. This bait has been in the water for not even 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Looks like we found the sweet spot. I had literally just walked back over and what is this? No, something right here. That's a stingray. Something ain't right. What in the world? Either there's a snag way out here off the beach and we're just really unlucky, or this is a stingray. What is that? There he goes. That was really weird. I've never experienced that before. I've never caught a stingray on crab, but I guess it could happen. Here, come on. No, you can take it. Take it. I'm gonna pass this one off to my brother, and we're gonna let him have fun catching it. Boom, there you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was instant. How long was that?
5 minutes.
Yeah, if even.
Not even. I barely made it up to the sandbar.
This one felt weird. It hit it and started running, and then it stuck. So I don't know if it's a stingray or if it's a red. Stingray on crab would be weird, but it could happen. Oh yeah, that looks like a bull red now with those big old head shakes. So I don't know what happened. There might be something out there that he got stuck on and then came undone. I don't know, it was weird. He has to be right there. Yeah, they usually fight pretty hard whenever they get to the sandbar. That goes for sharks, bull reds, anything. Oh yeah, he's right on the sandbar. Oh, it's a big one. Anything that you catch on the beach, guys, even smaller fish like little keeper drum or whatnot, but definitely sharks and bull reds, whenever they get up on the sandbar and they notice that they're getting shallow, they usually freak out and fight double as hard. He's right here, but he's not tired. Another big one. Oh, so that's what happened. Dude. He's stuck in that. He's stuck in like those. I've heard people say that's like the poop bags from the cruise ships. Listen to this guy drumming. Boom, another monster. But that's what he was stuck in. I don't even want to touch this crap. All right, y'all check out this number 2, bull red number 2, and another big old giant one. We're gonna get a release on this guy real quick. Oh, did he kick off? All right, yeah, no, let him go. Yep, that's all you do. He's gone. Nice. Turkey. This rod just went slack, y'all, and I see something messing with it. Let's see. Is it gonna go? There we go. We're on. Boom! Oh, that bait was only in the water once again for like 10 minutes. And we are hooked up. Either this guy doesn't know he's hooked yet, or he's just not near as big. I looked up and this rod had went slack, and then all of a sudden it just slowly started to bend. There it goes. Now that's big old head shakes. Now he knows he's hooked. There we go. Man, this thing has some violent head shakes. Look at the end of the rod. Look at this. I mean, it's insane. And I thought this guy was gonna be small. I just said that like a minute ago. But it is feeling pretty heavy. Far. Yeah. No, well, I don't know, it's pretty dank. Whoa. He's coming up on this sandbar right here. So there he goes, he's starting to freak out. Man, this guy, he did not want to come over. Come on home, buddy. Oh my gosh. Tighten down a little bit. Okay, he's coming. Oh, he's right here. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, thank you. Once again, circle hook right in the jaw. Boom. Let's take a look at this big guy. Oh, even bigger than the last one, I think. Look at that. Big old bull redfish, number 3 on the night. I think it's been less than an hour we've landed 3. And all the baits have been in the water for less than 15 minutes. Let's get a release, get another bait. Can't stop this bite right now. All right, release on bull red number 3. Ready to go. And another healthy release. Oh, man, this is insane. Look at that sunset. It is like dead low tide right now, but the sunset bite is just going crazy. And we only have 3 more crabs, 6 more baits. Hey, I'm already happy with tonight. If I don't catch another one, I could rest easy. It has been an awesome time already. With that being said, let's get another bait, hook it up, fly it out, and hopefully catch another. All right, this rod just went slack again. It's probably been about 15 minutes. I think you need a reel. Oh, he's on there. Look, he's going. Yep. There you go. Reel. Oh! He's a mad one. That one looks big. I'm glad we caught him on this rod that has enough line. The other rod might have been out of line. It has to be close.
I'd be right here.
All right, I'm gonna turn off the camera for a second so I can run out here and grab this fish, then we'll show it to y'all. Y'all check it out. Bull red number 4. We've each caught 2 now. Look, another big old bull red here. And look at the spots on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful little bullseye on the tail. And 5, 6, 7. How cool is that one? And this one is pretty. He's way more of a golden reddish color than the last 3. There we go. Nice fish. Oh,
There it is.
something's hitting it. Here, hold this. You just got hit here. I think we're slack, kind of slack. Got him. Yep, we're on. That did not take long. Dude, every fish has been like under 15 minutes. This one, probably 5 again, if even, right?
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
It's this one pole too.
Yeah, this is a lucky rod. Well, the other rod actually just got bit. This is the only rod that we're catching them on. This is really the only rod we've had out. We put out another rod, and it actually just got bit like 10 minutes ago, and it came off. So we're hooked up right here, baby, and it feels good. Big old head shakes. Looks like we found the magic distance, 215 yards.
Every single time.
Every time. We keep trying to do stuff. We're running around trying to get stuff done. Put the rain fly on the tent because there's thunder over there and lightning. Trying to clean up a little bit, and every time we do anything, we get bit. I need to crack a cold one after this.
We ain't got no cold one.
A cold water bottle. And guys, if you're interested in those Swell Pro drones, I do have a discount code that'll save you a nice chunk of change on those. The code is outdoors, and you can use that at swellpro.com. They hooked it up for you guys. And yeah, you save a decent amount of money, I believe. And if y'all are having trouble hearing me, I promise you after this one, I may put the microphone on. But I just keep on forgetting to grab it out of the truck.
How are we gonna do this?
Just stay here. Way back. There we go, y'all. Redfish number 5 of the night. Number 3 for me. And it's another big old one right here. Bull red. I'm gonna go get a release on this guy. And hey, we're just gonna keep on repeating. Hook up another crab, drone it out, and hopefully keep on catching. Let's get after it. Okay, well, we just dropped 2 more baits. Rod number 1 right here, and number 2. And I want to show y'all a cool little trick. You probably just saw it, but if you're out here surf fishing at night, and a lot of times we're sitting far away from the rods, we may be sitting back at the tent or whatever, the best thing to do is to put glow sticks on top of your rods, just like that. And then if you see that glow stick shaking, or especially if you see that glow stick fall off, you know you got a fish on there. And it's just a great indication for whenever you can't hear the drag running. And yeah, we actually only have 1 more piece of bait after these, 1 more crab. We just dropped 2. And that rod over there, off my shoulder back this way, literally just got smacked. That's the 2nd time that rod has gotten hit and we have not hooked up. And I think it is because of the hook on that leader. That one has a smaller hook, just a little bit smaller, but when you're using big old pieces of crab like this, and these fish have really thick lips and thick jaws, sometimes that small hook can make a difference. So unfortunately, we don't have any more bait anyways. We'll probably just put the last piece on the other rod. But yeah, that's why it's important to have the right gear, because otherwise you'll waste bait and miss fish. Anyways though, absolutely killer night. We've caught like 5 fish. This lightning storm is getting close, so we might have to wrap it up here in a minute, but I guess that's perfect because we only got one more bait. Let's see if we can catch another one real quick. All right, as soon as I got done doing that little talking segment, this rod just completely bent over. Both of these were in the water for no more than 5 minutes, and I'm not exaggerating. So we got my brother hooked back up again, and this one took off. It always tricks you whenever the glow stick falls and hits the floor, because it makes it look like the rod is just missing.
Yeah. I ran him.
And while he's fighting that fish, I'll tell y'all real quick. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but the water is starting to come back in. The tide has flipped, and that is why the bite is going so crazy right now. When we got here and were catching him earlier, it was an outgoing tide, and it's been like 2 hours, and now the tide has switched, and these are the quickest bites yet. This fish is getting close, but he is still pissed off.
Yeah.
And it turns out our lines are tangled somehow. This fish ran way to the left.
He's right there.
Oh, he is right here. There we go. Bull red number 6 of the night. Another big old beautiful one. Let's go ahead and get a release. All right, very last bait right here, half of a blue crab. Let's hook this guy up. And fingers crossed, that'll catch us a big old bull red. It does, it looks good. Looks real good. Whenever you get those yellow guts in there, that's like how you know you're gonna get a bite at least. Well, I am back at the house now, as y'all can tell, and we had to end that video pretty abruptly because that storm that we kept talking about throughout the night with all the lightning and thunder moving in, well, it showed up very quickly and very unexpectedly. On the radar, it showed that it was gonna dissipate and that it wasn't gonna make it to us. And then out of nowhere, within the matter of like 5 minutes, the wind changed directions and it turned to a very cold breeze, and the wind picked up to like, I promise you, over like 30, 35 miles an hour at least. It was crazy. I'll roll some video of that so you can see what I'm talking about. Tent got destroyed, everything went to crap. And good news is though, we got all of our gear loaded up and headed back home, so we at least got to spend the night in our own bed, and we caught a whole bunch of fish. With that being said, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're not already. And if you are, like always, guys, I thank you so very much. And also, big shout out to Salt Mafia for always hooking up with all the gear. They're one of the sponsors of the channel. So I just want to give a big thank you to them and let you guys know if you're interested in any of their gear, like the hats or the performance shirts I wear. They even make sunglasses now. Make sure to head over to their website. I'll have it linked down below, and you can use my code to save yourself some money and pick you up some really nice fishing apparel. So thanks for watching. That's it for now, and until next time, peace.